Life often presents us with moments where the way forward seems uncertain and the path we once knew no longer exists. These moments can feel daunting, as if the safety of what we knew has been taken away. Yet they offer us an opportunity like no other, the chance to build something new, to create a road ahead that reflects our vision, values, and resilience. When there is no clear path to follow and no way back, we are compelled to become architects of our own future. It is in these moments that our true potential is revealed. Building a new path is not about having all the answers. It begins with the willingness to take the first step, even when the destination is unclear. The fear of the unknown can often paralyze us, but it's important to remember that every journey starts with uncertainty. Progress is made not by knowing exactly where you're going, but by committing to move forward step by step, even when the terrain feels unfamiliar. The willingness to take that first step is a declaration of intent, a choice to trust in your ability to figure things out along the way. This process requires resilience. There will be obstacles and setbacks, moments when the road ahead feels impossible to navigate. But these challenges are not signs of failure, they are opportunities to adapt and grow. Each difficulty you face builds strength and teaches you lessons that make the journey possible. It's not about avoiding challenges, but about learning to embrace them as part of the process. Every setback is a chance to reassess, recalibrate, and move forward with greater clarity and determination. When the old way is no longer an option, innovation becomes essential. The absence of a predefined path forces you to think differently, to approach problems creatively, and to find solutions that may not have been obvious before. This is where the true power of building your own road lies. It's not just about finding a way forward, it's about creating one that aligns with who you are and where you want to go. It's about making choices that reflect your unique strengths, experiences, and aspirations. This process of building requires persistence. It's not a single decision or action, but a series of continuous efforts. There will be days when progress feels slow or even non-existent, but it's important to keep going. Every small action, no matter how insignificant it may seem, contributes to the larger picture. Over time, these small efforts compound, creating momentum that carries you forward. The key is to remain focused on what you can do today, rather than becoming overwhelmed by the enormity of the journey ahead. Building your own road also means embracing uncertainty. There is no map for the uncharted, no guarantee that every step will lead exactly where you hope. But uncertainty is not something to fear, it is an essential part of the process. It pushes you to rely on your instincts, to trust in your ability to adapt, and to remain open to unexpected opportunities. It teaches you that the journey itself is as important as the destination, and that growth often comes from the detours and challenges you encounter along the way. This journey is deeply personal. It's about creating a path that reflects your values, your vision, and your purpose. It's not about following someone else's blueprint or trying to replicate their success. Everyone's journey is unique, shaped by their experiences, strengths, and goals. Comparing your progress to others only distracts you from the work of building a road that is authentically your own. The more you focus on your own path, the more meaningful and fulfilling your journey becomes. The process of building your own road also fosters a sense of empowerment. When you realize that you have the ability to shape your own future, it changes the way you approach challenges. Instead of feeling like a victim of circumstances, you see yourself as the creator of possibilities. This shift in perspective not only helps you move forward, but also gives you the confidence to take on even greater challenges. It reinforces the belief that you are capable of overcoming whatever obstacles come your way. The road you build will not be perfect, and it doesn't need to be. What matters is that it reflects your effort, your growth, and your determination to move forward. It is a testament to your resilience and your willingness to embrace the unknown. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, and every lesson you learn adds to the strength and character of the road you are building. The beauty of this process lies in its authenticity. The road ahead is not something you discover, it's something you create. It is uniquely yours, shaped by your choices, your struggles, and your triumphs. It is a reflection of your journey and a reminder that even in the face of uncertainty, you have the power to move forward. It is proof that when the old way is no longer available, you have the strength, creativity, and determination to forge something new. Life is a series of transitions, each moment bringing its own set of opportunities and challenges. Among these are the irreversible changes, the points of no return that shape who we are and who we will become. These moments often feel daunting as they signify a clear departure from the familiar, yet they hold the potential for incredible growth and transformation. Learning to embrace and even celebrate these irreversible changes allows us to step into our power and create a life defined by purpose and resilience. Irreversible change challenges us to let go of the past. It's natural to feel a pull toward what is familiar, to wish we could go back to the way things were. The past often feels safe because it's known, a place where we were comfortable or felt in control. However, staying anchored to the past prevents us from embracing the possibilities of the future. Letting go isn't about denying the value of what came before, it's about acknowledging its role in shaping us while recognizing that growth lies in moving forward. Each change, no matter how difficult, brings with it the promise of new beginnings. The fear of irreversible change often stems from a sense of loss, but it can also reflect a fear of the unknown. When we step into uncharted territory, we leave behind the safety nets of familiarity and predictability. This can feel overwhelming as we are forced to confront our insecurities and doubts. Yet, it is precisely in these moments of uncertainty that we discover our strength. The absence of a clear path compels us to forge our own, relying on resilience, creativity, and determination. In doing so, we grow in ways we never imagined. Irreversible change is a call to action. It pushes us to take ownership of our lives and choices. When the way back is no longer an option, the only direction left is forward. This shift in perspective empowers us to focus on what we can control: our actions, our mindset, and our goals. It's not about ignoring the challenges or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it's about facing them head on, knowing that each step forward brings us closer to a new version of ourselves. The process may not be easy, but it is always worthwhile. The beauty of irreversible change lies in its ability to redefine us. These moments strip away the layers of who we thought we were, revealing a deeper, truer sense of self. They challenge us to reevaluate our values, priorities, and beliefs, often leading to a profound transformation. This process can be uncomfortable, even painful, as it requires us to confront aspects of ourselves we might prefer to avoid. Yet, it is through this discomfort that we grow. The person who emerges on the other side of change is stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their true potential. Irreversible change also teaches us the power of adaptability. Life rarely goes according to plan, and the ability to pivot and adjust is essential. When faced with change, we have a choice: resist it or embrace it. Resistance often leads to frustration and stagnation, while acceptance opens the door to growth and opportunity. Adapting to change doesn't mean giving up control. It means recognizing that growth often requires us to move with life's currents rather than against them. It's about finding the balance between holding on to what matters and letting go of what no longer serves us. Each moment of irreversible change is an opportunity to celebrate resilience. It's a testament to our ability to navigate life's complexities and emerge stronger on the other side. Celebrating these moments doesn't mean minimizing their difficulty. It means honoring the courage it takes to face them. It's about acknowledging the strength it takes to keep moving forward, even when the path is uncertain. These celebrations remind us of our capacity to overcome, to grow, and to thrive in the face of adversity. Reversible change also brings clarity. When the past is no longer an option, it forces us to focus on the present and future. It sharpens our priorities and reminds us of what truly matters. This clarity can be liberating as it strips away distractions and allows us to channel our energy into what is most meaningful. It encourages us to be intentional in our actions, to make choices that align with our values and goals, and to embrace the opportunities that lie ahead. Embracing irreversible change requires us to trust in the process. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the enormity of what lies ahead, but growth is not an all or nothing endeavor. It happens incrementally, one step at a time. Each small action, each moment of effort contributes to the larger journey. Trusting the process means having faith in our ability to navigate the unknown and believing in the potential of what we can create. It's about recognizing that even in the face of uncertainty, we are capable of building a future that reflects our strength and resilience. Irreversible change is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It is a reminder that life is dynamic, constantly evolving, and filled with opportunities for growth. These moments challenge us to step out of our comfort zones, to let go of what was, and to embrace what can be. They push us to redefine ourselves, to adapt, and to move forward with courage and purpose. In celebrating these moments, we honor the journey of becoming, the resilience it takes to grow, and the infinite potential that lies within each of us. Life is full of moments that redefine us, choices that push us beyond what we once thought possible. These moments carry with them a simple truth: there's no going back. Once a decision is made or an experience transforms us, we can't undo it. We can't return to the person we were before. This isn't a limitation, it's a gift, an opportunity to grow and evolve into someone stronger, more capable, and better prepared for the journey ahead. The challenge lies in how we perceive and respond to this reality. It's easy to view the point of no return with apprehension, to see it as a loss of security or control. But this perspective often limits us, keeping us tethered to outdated beliefs or habits. When faced with irreversible change, the most powerful thing we can do is shift the way we think about it. Instead of fearing the inability to go back, we can see it as freedom, a chance to embrace the unknown with courage and determination. The way we choose to frame our experiences shapes the way we navigate through them. Life's challenges can feel overwhelming when viewed as obstacles, but they transform into opportunities when seen as part of our growth. This isn't about denying the difficulties we face. It's about choosing to interpret them in a way that empowers us rather than holds us back. Each step forward, even in the face of uncertainty, is a declaration that we're ready to take charge of our journey. Knowing that there's no going back forces us to focus on what lies ahead. This focus allows us to cut through distractions and doubts. The fear of the past repeating itself or the temptation to retreat into familiarity begins to fade. All that remains is the present moment and the possibilities of the future. When we let go of the option to turn back, we gain clarity. Our attention shifts to building, creating, and pursuing the path that lies before us. This forward-facing mindset is not without its challenges. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and even failure. But these experiences are not final. They are stepping stones, lessons that shape us into someone more resilient and resourceful. Progress is rarely linear and perfection is never the goal. What matters is persistence, the willingness to take one step at a time, no matter how uncertain the terrain may feel. Each step forward, no matter how small, contributes to a larger transformation. When we reframe the challenges we face as opportunities to grow, something remarkable happens. Our sense of purpose becomes stronger and our determination becomes unshakable. We stop asking, "What if I fail?" and start asking, "What can I learn?" This shift in thinking allows us to face difficulties with a sense of curiosity and resilience. Instead of being weighed down by the fear of making mistakes, we become empowered to take risks, knowing that each experience contributes to our evolution. Embracing the fact that there's no going back also unlocks a unique kind of creativity. When the option to retreat is removed, we are compelled to innovate. We find new ways of thinking and problem solving that might not have occurred to us otherwise. This process often reveals strengths and abilities we didn't know we had. It's in the moments of necessity, when the only way is forward, that we discover what we're truly capable of achieving. The irreversible moments in life challenge us to rethink what we believe about ourselves and our potential. They strip away excuses and force us to confront our fears head on. They demand that we rise to the occasion, not because we are fearless, but because we are determined. These moments remind us that growth requires discomfort, and that stepping into the unknown is the only way to uncover our true potential. Reflecting on the moments in your life when everything changed, you'll likely see that they weren't easy. They may have been marked by uncertainty, difficulty, or even loss. But they were also moments of transformation. They pushed you to adapt, to learn, and to grow in ways you never imagined. They are proof that you are capable of facing challenges and emerging stronger on the other side. The past is an important part of our journey. It shapes who we are and provides the foundation for who we are becoming. But it is not a place to dwell. Clinging to the past can hold us back from embracing the opportunities that lie ahead. When we accept that there's no going back, we free ourselves to fully invest in the present and future. We stop looking over our shoulder and start focusing on the road ahead. This perspective doesn't diminish the significance of the past, it honors it by using it as a source of strength. The lessons we've learned, the experiences we've had, and the growth we've achieved become the tools we use to build the future. We carry them with us, not as baggage, but as a reminder of how far we've come and how much further we can go. When we reframe our mindset, we unlock the potential to move forward with confidence, resilience, and purpose. Life is not a straight line, and the journey forward is rarely smooth. Every step we take is part of a complex, unfolding story, one filled with unexpected turns, challenges, and growth. Along the way, it's easy to fall into the trap of striving for perfection, convincing ourselves that every move must be flawless and every choice without error, but this pursuit often becomes a burden, holding us back instead of moving us forward. Progress, not perfection, is what ultimately matters. What defines us is not how perfectly we navigate life's challenges, but how relentlessly we push forward despite the obstacles. Perfection can feel like an ideal worth chasing. It's easy to believe that if we do everything perfectly, success will be guaranteed and failure will be avoided. But this mindset is deceptive. It creates unrealistic expectations that can paralyze us, leading to hesitation and self-doubt. The fear of making mistakes becomes so overwhelming that we stop taking risks, stop trying new things, and stop learning. In truth, perfection is an illusion, something that, even if achieved, often lacks the depth and authenticity that true growth brings. Mistakes and setbacks are an inevitable part of the process. They are not signs of failure, but opportunities to learn and improve. Every time we stumble, we gain valuable insights that guide us forward. Growth is not linear, and progress is not always immediate. There are moments when it feels like we're taking 2 steps back for every step forward. But even in those moments, there is movement, and movement means progress. Each attempt, whether successful or not, brings us closer to our goals. It's important to embrace the messiness of progress, to accept that the path forward is rarely clear or predictable. When we stop holding ourselves to impossible standards, we open the door to creativity and innovation. We allow ourselves to experiment, to fail, and to try again. This willingness to adapt and persevere is what propels us forward. Perfection may seem like a worthy goal, but it is progress that brings meaning and growth to our lives. The idea of striving for progress rather than perfection applies not only to big life goals, but also to the small, everyday moments. Each step we take, no matter how small, is part of a larger journey. Small wins build momentum, creating a sense of achievement that fuels further effort. When we focus on what we can do today, rather than worrying about an idealized version of the future, we stay grounded in the present. This focus allows us to move forward with intention and purpose, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. There will be times when progress feels painfully slow. It's easy to become frustrated or disheartened when results don't come as quickly as we'd hoped. But progress is not always something we can measure in immediate outcomes. Sometimes it's about the lessons we learn along the way, the resilience we build, and the strength we discover within ourselves. These intangible forms of progress are just as important as the visible milestones. They prepare us for the challenges ahead, giving us the tools we need to keep moving forward. Perfection often seeks validation from others, but progress is personal. It's about comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Everyone's journey is unique, shaped by different experiences, challenges, and aspirations. When we let go of the need to measure up to external standards, we give ourselves permission to grow at our own pace. This self-compassion fosters a healthier, more sustainable approach to growth, one that prioritizes effort and perseverance over flawless execution. There will always be moments of doubt, times when the gap between where we are and where we want to be feels insurmountable. But it is in these moments that progress becomes most powerful. Even the smallest step forward is a victory. It's a sign that we're not standing still, not giving up, but continuing to move towards something better. Over time, these small steps add up, creating a momentum that carries us through challenges and propels us toward our goals. Progress requires patience. It requires us to embrace uncertainty and trust the process, even when we can't see immediate results. It's about showing up day after day after day and doing the work, no matter how imperfect it may feel. The willingness to persist, to keep trying, and to learn from every experience is what separates those who succeed from those who stop. It's not about getting everything right. It's about refusing to give up when things go wrong. Life's most meaningful achievements are rarely the result of perfection. They are the result of effort, resilience, and a commitment to growth. When we let go of the need to be perfect, we create space for something far greater, the possibility of becoming the best version of ourselves. This version isn't defined by flawless execution, but by the courage to keep moving forward, no matter how challenging the journey may be. Progress may not always be pretty, but it is always worth pursuing. It is the essence of growth, the foundation of success, and the key to a life well lived. Life is full of decisions. Every day we make choices, big and small, that shape the trajectory of our lives. Some decisions are reversible, allowing us to change course if needed. But then there are those pivotal moments, choices, or circumstances that alter the course of our lives in ways that cannot be undone. These moments define us, and they bring with them an undeniable truth: there's no going back. Once you step into a new reality, the past becomes a chapter closed, not a path to revisit. This idea is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. The inability to go back is not a loss, but a profound opportunity for growth. Moving forward is a sign that you've evolved. Who you were yesterday has given way to who you are today, and each day builds upon the last. You can't unlearn hard-earned lessons or reverse the personal development you've undergone. Even in moments of failure or struggle, you emerge with new insights and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Those lessons become a part of your foundation. Yet, despite this inevitable progression, the temptation to cling to the past is a strong one. The fear of the unknown and the comfort of familiarity can create a longing for what was, but fear is a poor guide. It keeps us rooted in old patterns, afraid to take risks or seize opportunities. Fear whispers that the safety of the past is better than the uncertainty of the future, but that's a lie. The past is familiar, yes, but it's also static. It doesn't offer growth, change, or the chance to achieve something extraordinary. True fulfillment lies in the unknown on the other side of fear. Recognizing that there's no going back requires a mindset shift. When we see change as threatening, we resist it. But when we embrace the fact that irreversible moments are a natural and necessary part of life, we unlock an entirely new perspective. Knowing that the bridge behind you has been burned forces you to focus on the road ahead. There is no turning around, and with that realization comes freedom. Without the option to retreat, your energy, attention, and effort are all channeled forward. This forward momentum is powerful. It simplifies decisions and strengthens resolve. When you stop wondering if you can return to the comfort of your old life, you're free to put everything you have into building the future. Doubts fade and clarity emerges. You start to believe in your ability to adapt, to rise to the occasion, and to handle whatever challenges come your way. When going back is not an option, your resilience grows. You become someone who finds solutions instead of excuses, someone who keeps pushing when things get hard. The journey forward is not without its challenges. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. You may stumble, and at times you may even feel like you're moving backward. But even those moments of struggle are part of the process. Progress isn't always linear. What matters is that you keep going. Each small step forward, no matter how insignificant it seems, brings you closer to where you want to be. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. It's not about getting everything right the first time, it's about refusing to give up. When you've crossed a threshold that prevents you from going back, you're faced with an incredible opportunity, the chance to build something new. It's an opportunity to create a future that aligns with your deepest aspirations and values. This is where creativity, vision, and grit come into play. When the old way is no longer an option, you have no choice but to innovate. You learn to rely on your inner strength and resourcefulness. You take risks, try new approaches, and grow in ways you never imagined. The future is not something you find, it's something you create. Think about the moments in your life when everything changed. Maybe it was a career decision, a relationship, or a personal transformation. Whatever it was, it likely came with a point of no return. Those moments may have been difficult, but they were also defining. They pushed you to grow, to adapt, and to become more than you were before. They are proof that you are capable of handling change and thriving in the face of uncertainty. The truth is, you don't need the option of going back. Everything you need is ahead of you. The experiences, lessons, and strength you've gained along the way have prepared you for what's next. Your past has shaped you, but it does not limit you. The person you are today is equipped to handle the challenges of tomorrow, and the person you'll become will be even stronger. The beauty of life is in its forward motion. There's no going back, and that's a good thing. Each step forward is an opportunity to grow. to learn, and to become the best version of yourself. The past is a foundation, not a destination. When you embrace the fact that the only way is forward, you unlock a future filled with possibility, growth, and purpose. Life presents us with countless decisions and moments, each shaping the path we walk. Some of these decisions are reversible, allowing for adjustments along the way. Others, however, create irreversible change, marking a point where the path back no longer exists. These moments can feel daunting, but they carry immense power. They force us to confront the reality that the only way is forward. They challenge us to embrace growth, to adapt, and to push beyond the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Even when we understand this, it's natural to feel resistance. There's a strong temptation to look back at what's familiar, to dwell on past comforts, and to wonder whether we made the right choices. The past can often feel like a safe harbor, free from the uncertainties and challenges that the future brings, but this sense of safety is an illusion. The past, for all its familiarity, cannot offer the growth or fulfillment that lies in the unknown. It's a static place, one that doesn't allow us to stretch, to evolve, or to achieve new heights. Clinging to it only holds us back, keeping us rooted in old patterns that no longer serve who we are becoming. It's important to recognize that this longing for the past is often rooted in fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, and fear of stepping into a new identity can make us hesitate. These fears can be paralyzing, convincing us to retreat or to stay in a comfort zone that no longer fits. But fear, while a natural response, is not a true measure of what we're capable of. It is simply a signal that we're stepping into something unfamiliar. And it is in the unfamiliar that the greatest opportunities for growth and transformation lie. Understanding that there's no going back requires a shift in perspective. When we stop seeing the absence of a safety net as something to fear, we can start to view it as freedom. It frees us from the distractions of what if and allows us to focus entirely on what's next. This clarity of focus is transformative. It channels our energy, giving us the strength to face challenges head on and the determination to keep moving forward. When going back is not an option, we discover reserves of resilience and creativity we didn't know we had. Moving forward is not always easy. It's a journey filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. You may stumble, and there will be times when progress feels painfully slow. But these struggles are part of the process. They are not signs of failure, but indicators that you are on the path of growth. Each challenge you overcome adds to your strength and builds your confidence. Progress is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about taking one step at a time, no matter how small, and trusting that those steps will add up to something meaningful. The irreversible moments in life bring with them an incredible opportunity. When there's no option to go back, we're forced to create a new path. This is where innovation, determination, and vision come into play. The absence of a fallback plan pushes us to think differently, to take risks, and to embrace the unknown. It forces us to dig deep, to rely on our inner strength, and to find solutions where none seem to exist. It's in these moments of necessity that we discover our true potential. Every irreversible decision or moment in your life has brought you to where you are now. Think about the times when everything changed: a career shift, a personal transformation, a challenge you never thought you could overcome. These moments were not easy, but they were defining. They shaped you, taught you, and strengthened you. They are proof that you are capable of navigating change and thriving in the face of uncertainty. The truth is, you don't need to look back. The past has served its purpose. It has prepared you, shaped you, and given you the tools you need to move forward. But it is not where your future lies. The person you were then is not who you are now, and the person you are now is more equipped than ever to face what lies ahead. The strength, resilience, and wisdom you've gained are your greatest assets as you continue your journey. There's no going back, and that's not something to mourn. It's something to celebrate. It's a sign that you've grown, that you've evolved, and that you're ready for what's next. The only way forward is through, and every step you take brings you closer to the life you're building. The past may be part of your story, but it's not your destination. Each moment of irreversible change is an opportunity to embrace the unknown, to rise to the occasion, and to create a future filled with possibility and purpose.